the speed and the cost coming down has allowed us to move closer to patients, move from a planned environment to a trauma response environment, and more in the hospital itself. Jeff Graves, President and CEO of 3D Systems. So my attraction to the 3D printing industry, I'm a material scientist by education, so I love advanced materials and how they're used. There's no better application of that, of hardware technology, software, and materials than 3D printing. And it's at a stage where the cost is coming down, the precision and utility of materials is going up, so it's applicable to so many industries. So for a technology-oriented person, marvelous company to have the honor of leading. Well, even inside, so I've been with the industry about 5 years, and the change and the pace of change has increased so much. When I first arrived, a lot of the discussion was around elements of the technology. So the printer itself, what new materials were being validated to print with. It's morphed now in a very practical sense to being very much more application focused, ranging from healthcare, which includes both orthopedics today and dentistry, and in the future tissue printing, to dental in the healthcare space, and then a variety of industrial markets, a wide range of industrial markets, much more application focused by market, saying how do we bring this technology together to solve problems for customers. The disadvantage to being exposed to so many industries and such a range of printing technologies that we have is there's a lot of R&D investment required. The distinct advantage, though, and the reason we stay with that, is there's a lot of, when you go down a level, a lot of technology synergy across the platforms. So whether it's how do you process an image for printing, the various elements of printing technology, the materials, some related to healthcare transitioning into industrial applications, there's a lot of technology synergy that allows you to be very effective in a broad range of markets. In the area of healthcare, we're now seeing building momentum in repair of the skeleton in general. So previously it was a lot of oncology-related, cancer-related treatments and therapies. Now moving into trauma, because the speed of addressing the need from image processing all the way through the printing itself, the speed and the cost coming down has allowed us to move closer to patients, move from a planned environment to a trauma response environment, and more in the hospital itself. Marvelous transitions, all related to the skeleton, the human skeleton. The next generation coming now is the repair of soft tissue, the replacement of organs, helping the body regenerate itself through the use of 3D printing solutions in the body. So time to market's essential. You can talk about the time it takes for getting something qualified and through the FDA, which takes some extended period of time. But once it's proven, the ability to get that response to a patient fast, incredibly important. And the ability to bring costs down with that response time, which allows that patient treatment to be applied to millions of more people around the world, incredibly important. It's a very steep curve. So you bring the response time and the cost down, you can touch millions more people around the world. And with the advent of AI, you can now simplify it for surgeons so they can use it more and more directly. And so they don't have to be engineers in training. They can be true surgeons and use the tools to apply to their patients. So the advent of 3D printing has enabled personalized solutions for individual patients, which automatically means the doctor's feedback from that individual patient is critical to the process. So basically, you're surrounded all day long with the voice of the customer, and it's used to drive all of your thinking around development of the technology and the response and delivery of that technology. So in healthcare, it's an absolutely integral element to day-to-day solutions. So it's a natural part of the process. Where in many industries, you have to seek out the patient or the voice of the customer and actively bring it in. In healthcare, it's immediate and provided every day as a part of the solution. So we're a provider of technology, and we're proud of the technology package we deliver, but it needs to be integrated in a holistic solution for a customer. So today's example with Oncos, Oncos works with surgeons to design a surgery. We help fulfill that with surgical aids, surgical guides, things like that. They also assist the surgeon in replacement of bone segments that have been affected by disease. So we help enable that and provide it. The evolution of our technology eventually will allow them to move from the use of cadaver bones to printed material for the bone itself. So again, that relationship is critical to delivering a holistic solution, and it drives our R&D activity. Well, I could speak all day about what's coming next across the industries. For healthcare specifically, the rapid spread for bone repair, for skeletal repair, is in process. So that's happening. It's getting through the approval processes rapidly now. It'll continue to spread. The next evolution of that is repairing soft tissue, moving to regenerative medicine, even the replacement of human organs as people age or suffer from disease. We're working intensively with a partner, United Therapeutics, for example, on printing human lungs. So the replacement of organs that people experience either need from disease or need from aging is the horizon. That's where we're headed. So today it's the skeleton. In the future, it's soft tissue and organs. And again, it's all about quality of life. The real world applications drive the development, and that cycle times is relatively short and iterative. So we develop new materials for printing. We enhance the throughput and speed, the precision of printers themselves, and of course the software with increasingly embedded AI to have a better yield faster from the printing process. That's happening very rapidly every day, and it's enabling more and more applications. So in this industry, you'll hear more and more talk about the application of 3D printing as an integral part of a manufacturing process or a healthcare solution, instead of how wonderful a printer is.